God bless, guys. It's Lukey and Emer here. Wanted to kind of quickly update everyone. For those of you who do not know, our Olivia has been in the hospital since November 1st when we were diagnosed with a very severe heart condition. It has not by any means been an easy journey. We've gone through a lot of difficult things. We came in just to get images because we kind of heard a heart murmur. When next thing we know, literally that day, she flatlined and went into cardiac arrest during the testing. And
for 25 minutes.
For 25 minutes. And we were put on a machine called ECMO, which is basically like a life support system that does the heart's job for the body. 3 days into that, she had a stroke and lost all the left side of her body. As you can imagine, we were in the greatest upset. We were told that she was bleeding from her brain and that there was no surgery available because the bleeding from the brain was inoperable. And even if they were, the amount of blood thinners that would be thrown into her body to even operate would destroy her heart or cause extreme bleeding in the brain. So we were kind of like in a situation where we were told to buckle up and be prepared for it to be the last couple of hours with her. After that, by the grace of God, she stopped bleeding. She started recovering from the stroke as early as a couple of days afterwards. And then we were finally in a stable condition to operate on her heart. We did operate, and then a couple of days
with open heart surgery.
Yeah. A couple of days after.
Well, but prior to that, she did get an infection. We never really knew where it came from, so that kind of delayed her surgery. Right. So that took about a week or so. So, of course, with the infection, you can't have an open heart surgery. So then after that was done, then that's when we had the open heart surgery, which was the week of Thanksgiving.
And then after the open heart surgery, we had a very beautiful week where we were
2 weeks.
2 weeks where surgeons and doctors were really happy and almost even surprised of how well she was doing. And then sadly, out of nowhere, she started coding and had basically a second cardiac arrest. She was clear that she started losing function. I shouldn't say more function. Don't want to get too technical, but she started kind of losing her rhythm in her heart from both the weakened heart and from the surgery. And we had to open up her chest again and put her back on this life support system. So it was very devastating.
Right on bedside.
Yeah.
I was next to her when she coded. When the alarm went off. That is like the most dramatizing part. Like, I don't know. I don't even know how to explain it, but it's definitely been a hard journey for us. And we, want to thank everyone that's prayed for us. And I know sometimes we've gotten messages, we haven't really replied, or we haven't been on social media. We're still trying to, recover from it, or I don't even know how to explain, but it's just been really tough on us,
I think it's also just us trying to find the reasoning or the solutions behind all of this. We've questioned a lot of things. And like she's clearly said, it's been private for many reasons, more because we really just wanted to give all our attention to our kids. Our daughter, who was actually going through it, it was not a time for us that we felt it was appropriate to be on Facebook or Instagram. So please, if anyone felt ignored, we do apologize for that. And we've been still here. We're still here. But we're in a much more stable position where we're finally in a place where, glorify God, we're feeling safe now. And she's been getting better and stronger and getting more color and just
being more herself.
Herself. I think that's the best way to say it.
Yeah, and obviously this journey is not over. This is something that we're going to continue for a long time. Her heart surgery she needed to get a mitral valve replaced. So that's something that later on in the future needs to, she needs to get a new one because it doesn't grow. We are sharing this because we want to ask you guys to continue to help us pray for our daughter. It hasn't been easy, but we trust God. It's been hard, but we know that Olivia is in God's hands. And even though we don't understand why or the reason why she's going through this, but we know that God has a purpose. And we ask you with all our hearts to continue to pray, and those that didn't know, that you would add Olivia to your prayers for healing, for strength, for her heart, for our family, because it hasn't been easy for us. So, we love you guys, and, hopefully soon we'll have more updates. Again, we are still at CHOP. We don't know when we're going to be going home. But we ask that you would pray for Olivia and all the babies that are in the CICU that we've met in the unit that we're in. And anything else you want to say? It's just, it's just hard for us to share. But, we just thought it was time because people were like, where have you been? Like, we have, usually we're pretty much always on social media. But we want to thank you for your prayers and continue to pray for us. Right? Yeah. For our sweet Olivia, for our Camila, for Isabella, because, it's not easy for them either. And we know that at the end, everything's going to be okay because we trust God and we're in his hands and we know that he has the last word. Mm-hmm. Amen. So we love you guys and we thank you and continue to keep us in your prayers. Yes?
Yes.
All right. Oh, and February is the heart month. So
heart month.
Heart CHD month for awareness. So we love you guys. Bye.
Bye.